for a long time, I didn't want to tell anyone that I had an eating disorder. I think there's a certain stigma out there, and I realized that that embarrassment and shame was holding me back. I ended up in the hospital and nearly losing my life, and so from that moment I just decided that things needed to change. At that same time, a friend of mine that I had met in the military had shared Beachbody with me, and so I joined a challenge for free just to see what this was all about. And this was shortly after I got out of the hospital, so it was really regaining my strength, learning how to eat differently and fuel my body properly. And I thought, you know, with what she was doing, I could do that. I can motivate people. I mean, I have a passion for health and wellness, and I wanted to be able to use my story of coming out of deep depression and being in such a bad place in my own life to just do it differently and help other people along the way, because I think we've all experienced just being at that bottom and feeling like, how do I get started? Where do I get started? And so when I saw what she was doing, I was like, I like this. You know, I mean, I have this opportunity to start my own business, really pursue my passion in health and wellness, and inspire other people to change. And so that was 2 years ago. And the business has just really grown, and I love it even more than when I first started. I mean, if I had any doubt in my mind that this is what I should be doing, God has erased that from it. He's made it very clear that this is something I should be doing and using my story to help other people. I mean, those secrets were killing me. And the more that I just decided to be comfortable with that being part of my story, it's not all of who I am, but I can take that pain and use it. It's just so easy to be like, I didn't do that and I didn't do that. But when I look at the end of the day, did I do the most important things? That's what matters to me. And so I know that I'm being a good mom first and foremost. I know that I'm taking care of myself. And in turn, I can look at that and share that with other people, saying this isn't about being perfect. This is about just trying to make right decisions with the things that are in front of you. I'm raising 3 daughters, and I just really want them to learn from my own experience, good and bad, what my journey has been like, how much better I feel by taking care of myself. And so if I can instill those values into them at a young age, I'm just hoping that it carries them through their journey. And secondly, you know, I want to leave an impression on them that it's important to take care of who you are. You're not a size, you're not a number. Food is used to fuel you throughout and get through the day. Workout is great for anxiety, not just trying to get to be a certain shape. And one of the things I love about the platform that Beachbody has created is I can take a different spin. So they've created the workouts, they have suggested meal plans to follow, and you do see results. But for me, coming from a different angle of recovering from an eating disorder, was very conscious of not wanting to be so strict that it was a different kind of eating disorder. So for me, it's like if I'm eating well-balanced meals and maybe I have an extra container of something, or I just went in and had that chocolate cake, I don't have guilt about it, because I think you need to live too. And so that's what I want my challengers to know, and just people that are following me, is that this is a lifestyle. I mean, there's no fun in eating celery all day long, you know. I mean, it's got to be a balance. Otherwise, no one wants to stick with it. They're going to feel like a failure. And then they just, you know, like you said, they stay stuck in those habits that are like, well, it's all or nothing, so I'm just not going to do anything and I'm going to stay where I'm at. Whereas I encourage people just to take it one workout, one meal, one day at a time, because for me, that's what works. The other things that I really love about coaching and what motivates me are the messages I get. I mean, nearly daily from my challengers and people who didn't think that they could do this, or they had a quick win and they just want to share it with me. And that's just really cool to me, to know that you're touching someone's life at such an intimate level is I don't know, it's such a different feeling, and you feel like it's more than just, I don't know, like you're doing something with meaning. And so if I'm going to be taking time to invest in growing my company, and if I can help someone else live that healthier life and help my daughters learn how to do these things as well, I mean, it's just a win-win-win.
Yeah.
If you're doing nothing now, focus on what can I do for 5 minutes today that would get my body moving. In regards to, you know, water, it's so critical that we eat it. I'm like, okay, well, if you're only drinking 2 glasses today, try for 3. You know, I mean, it's making those little steps in the right direction. And instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I have to follow this meal plan to a T, I need to drink this many ounces of water when I don't drink any today, or even the workouts as I'm talking about. It's all of these little things that you can be doing that is progress in the right direction. So when people get stuck like that, I tell them to get out of their head and just to do, I mean, if you look at your day, what are some simple things that you can do? When I first started, I have to say, I would look at other coaches and I would be like, oh my gosh, they have the perfect words and I just want to copy that and use that. And then it was kind of an epiphany. It's like, but I mean, it's your business. What do you want to be and who do you want to attract? And the more that I was able to just be me, first of all, I wasn't spending an hour on trying to think of a post, right? Of like, oh my God, what am I going to say this morning? And oh, my hair's in my face, or Tyson's butt is in my face. I mean, which is all very real things that happen. And it's like, this is my life. This is, you know, so it's not glamorous. It is what it is. I mean, and I love that. The more that I can just be me and be authentic, not only am I mean, I hope that whoever meets me in real life, that if you see me on social media, that it's the same kind of person. My name is Fit with Tiff. And so it originally started with being fit because Tiff spelled backwards is fit. So I just thought that was kind of cute. But then I really kind of took that to the next level and I was like, well, what does fit mean to me? I mean, if you were to kind of put me into a category, what I want is people to lead with faith. You know, I mean, I really came through the darkest times of my life by learning how to have a relationship with God or a higher power. And so when I'm doing things and leading with faith, then I know I'm going in the right direction. Inspire others. That's what the I stands for in FIT. And that's what I'm hoping I'm doing every day by showing up and being present and just letting people know that you can do this too and that there's hope. And then the T is for transform your life. And I think that's a never-ending journey. It's not like a place that you just reach, but it's just little things that you can do today that, you know, fast forward 2 years, like in my case, and how it's completely transformed my life by simply taking it one day at a time. And so I really hope that my message to lead by faith, inspire others, and transform your life really takes on and people think about that. And whether they ever join a challenge group of mine or not, but take some of those nuggets and apply it to their life, that's what I'm hoping. So after I'm gone and my legacy, that's what I hope people think of when they think of me.